She left because she knew how much time she had left. Lena and I had been together for almost 4 years. We had already chosen the neighborhood where we wanted to rent a bigger apartment. We argued about whether to get a dog or save for a car first, and we had even picked names for the children we did not have yet. Then one evening, she came home, sat across from me, and said, "I don't love you anymore." There were no tears and no explanation. She said it as calmly as if she were telling me we had run out of milk. At first, I laughed because I thought it was some kind of cruel joke. Then I noticed 2 suitcases standing by the front door. "Is there someone else?" I asked. Lena was silent for a long time before she nodded. That was enough to turn everything I felt for her into anger. I shouted, demanded his name, and asked how long she had been lying to me. She did not defend herself. Before leaving, she stopped in the doorway and looked at me as if she were trying to memorize my face. "You have that job interview tomorrow," she said. "Don't be late." That made me even angrier. The job was in another city. I had planned to reject it because of our future together, but after the breakup, I accepted. Maybe it was spite. I wanted to prove that I could build a great life without her. Lena blocked me everywhere. She told our friends that she had met someone else and did not want to discuss the past. A month later, I saw a picture of her getting into a car with a man I had never seen before. I saved the picture. Whenever I felt tempted to call her, I opened it to remind myself why I should not. The first few months were terrible. I barely slept. Then life slowly became easier. The new job kept me busy. I found an apartment and made new friends. But every Sunday, I still put her favorite oatmeal cookies in my shopping cart before remembering that she would never come home again. 11 months passed. One evening, Lena's sister called me. "Max, you need to come back. If this is about Lena, I'm not interested." There was a long silence. "She died this morning." I thought I had misunderstood her. Part of me even believed it was another lie Lena had invented to bring me back. Then her sister gave me the name of the hospital. At the funeral, I saw the man from the photograph. He stood away from the others, speaking quietly with 2 doctors. I walked toward him, unsure whether I wanted to hit him or ask if Lena had been happy. He held out his hand first. "You must be Max. I'm Dr. Carter." I was Lena's oncologist. A week later, Lena's sister gave me a box. It was filled with letters. Each one had a date, but none had ever been mailed. She had written the first one 2 days before leaving me. Today, they told me the treatment probably won't work. I may have 6 months. A year if I'm lucky. I know what you'll do if I tell you. You'll reject the job. You'll sit beside me in every hospital room and stop living, just like you did when your mother was sick. I can't become the second person you have to watch die. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you that I don't love you. I may even say there is someone else. I need you to hate me because hatred might help you move on. The other letters described her treatment. She wrote about dialing my number and deleting it before the call connected. She wrote about hearing from our friends that I had accepted the job. She wrote that she cried with happiness when she saw a picture of my new apartment. The final letter had been written 3 days before her death. Her handwriting was barely recognizable. "The doctor says I have almost no time left. I'm still more afraid that you'll learn the truth and think I didn't trust you than I am of dying. I trusted you completely. That is why I left. If I had stayed, you would have held my hand until the end. I loved you too much to let my final breath become the memory that followed you for the rest of your life." Beneath the letters, I found 2 train tickets, dated the day after our breakup. Lena had bought them for the city where I had been offered the job. She had planned to move there with me. She received her diagnosis 1 week before we were supposed to leave. For almost a year, I had tried to stop loving her because I believed she had chosen another man. But there had never been another man. There had only been a disease, 2 unused tickets, and a woman who chose to die alone so I could learn how to live without her. I hated Lena for exactly as long as she had hoped I would. By the time I finally forgave her, there was no one left to forgive.